Hello, welcome back to the David Lawrence Convention Center. It's made by Kulza. I'm in Resonite, and I'll be talking about my time at Anthrocon 2024. It was a fantastic time, just like the first time. I'm moving my hands around a lot. They changed how all the gliders and stuff work, all smooth and anyways, Anthrocon, great time. I saw my friends again. I missed some friends again because it's a lot. It's tiring. I need melatonin next time. I slept like a rock from like 10 o'clock to 8 o'clock every single time. I guess as the time went on, I started waking up at like 9, and it sucked because breakfast ends at 10. They didn't always have blueberry muffins, but they had lemon waffles, which were interesting, but you had to cook the waffle for a little longer than a regular waffle, otherwise it just wouldn't be fully done. Like an extra 30 seconds. Anyways, I digress. Yeah, to start out with, I actually had planned my flight and bought it like 3 months early this time. And I recommend doing that. It's less stressful when you already have the planes. It is a little tiny really bitty stressful when you get an email from Southwest that says, hey, we've modified your plane. But they said like modified for like 15 minutes, I think. In any case, the plane to Pittsburgh left at like afternoon, like it would left at noon, roughly. And it was great, didn't have to wake up early, got there plenty of time to spare, had time to just loaf. Even though it was like 4th of July weekend, it actually wasn't too bad. Don't know how when was it? It was sometime, it was like the 3rd to the 7th, technically. I don't know, I'll put a calendar or something up, and you'll see what it was. I'll show it, it'll talk about it. Anyways, it was the 3rd, it was Wednesday, it was the 3rd, because I wanted to go to the pizza party that that friends host, where all the people that get there early. It was great. It was a little stressful. There was $300 of pizza. I have a giant picture of the pizza right here. Hopefully I planned that well. I don't know, executed things, words. Anyways, back to the plane flight. I keep getting ahead of myself. That will be a common theme. Just like last year's video, I get ahead of myself and really just ramble about it. The plane flight there wasn't, it was worse than last year, but it wasn't as bad as the flight back last year. I don't like roller coasters. I don't like turbulence. I know the plane's not going to drop out of the sky, but there's always that fear that's going to drop some feet, some many feet, and you don't know how long. Like roller coasters, you know how long it will fall, you know how long before it will fall, but planes, you don't know that. And if it falls, it can fall again, and again, and again, and again. And you don't know that. So you're just living in anxiety for 2.5 hours. I was living in anxiety for 2.5 hours. I could not concentrate. I forked over the $8 so I could chat with people. So hopefully, distract myself. I didn't fully distract myself. Also, I don't have videos of the plane taking off and landing because I sat near the aisle. Because that is the best place to avoid the aisle over the airplane wings is the best spot to be for turbulence. Either that or the front of the plane, I don't know. I googled for like 10 minutes. And I chose one of these two. I figured it was the easiest, so I did. And it was fine. I got there, and everything's good. Getting to the convention center was, I don't want to say more difficult. Last year, I just hitched a ride because I met up with someone else who was going to Anthrocon, and it was my roommate last year who I met up with, and we just Ubered together, and that made things simple. I didn't land with anyone, so I did the bus, and the bus was actually pretty nice. It was $3, and it got me close to the convention center, like within half a mile of my hotel. And you just had to pay cash, which was nice. I think the guy actually had change. The app and all the brochures and stuff said it was exact cash, so I assumed it was it was $2.75. I paid $3, and I was fine parking over the quarter. But I think there was actually change there. I think the guy tried to get my attention, but I was unsure what to do. I think I heard him. I don't know. I just kept on walking. I put the stuff in, and I walked in without making eye contact with him. And I sat down. I did not get yanked off, so I assumed I did everything more or less correctly, which is good enough. So yeah, pizza party. The convention doesn't start until Thursday. Last year started on Friday, but because there's so much, they started on Thursday and just had a couple things on Thursday evening. Also, I keep getting ahead of myself, so we'll get back to that. Wednesday, pizza. It was great. There were a lot of people. I had pizza. My room was across the way from my other friends. the guys hosting the party. So we had our door open to let the overflow flow in. So it was very people-y, but it wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't as bad as the VR portal on Saturday. But the VR portal, we didn't have to open our door, so it was fine. Yeah. Pizza. There was no pineapple pizza, but it's fine. I'll live. I'll be okay. And that was Wednesday. Wednesday wasn't much. It was just getting there, unpacking, loafing, saying hi to my roommates, saying hi to anyone else who happened to be in the same hotel, and just kind of calming down from the plane ride. Letting my heart settle. Oh, yeah. I got up to use the bathroom, and, like, evidently, I don't know how to breathe properly. Even though I was trying to breathe properly. I stand up, and I feel lightheaded, but, like, I already stood up. I got up to use the bathroom. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I was practically... It might have looked like I was drunk. I was not drunk. I had half a can of Dr. Pepper, but I was just so unsteady on my feet moving, I don't think I was breathing when I was walking. And I finally get into the bathroom. Those things are tiny. Like, they're really, really tiny. And I could barely turn around in there, and I'm small. Anyways, used the bathroom. And got back. I was like, crawling. I was like using each headrest as I was walking by, like I was swimming. And then I sat down, buckled myself back in, and just continued being stressed about a plane ride. I kept, Southwest, when you get your internet, there's if you keep the web page, you can like see where the plane is, and it's kind of nice seeing how far it is. I don't think I took any pictures. I took a picture on the flight back because we overshot the airport. Whoops. Sorry, I rested my controllers on each other. It's just a convention center. Was I like this last year? Or was I like this last year? I don't know. Maybe here, I can move into more convention center. We can actually go into the ballroom, actually. No, it's the ballroom. It's just... Oops. I did not like that. Oh, it's just dark. That's funny. I think there's light settings somewhere. I know there's somewhere, because I've been here with some friends. Oh, where is it? I can also just pull out a light, but that's a lot of effort. That's not the jump button. Oh no. Don't die on me, Neos. Resonate. Sorry, it's Resonate, not Neos. Oh, hey, I can just... There's a lot of lights here. This actually isn't too bad a spot to be. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of like being in the... Wait, no, it's right here. I think. No, that's just a video camera. I know. Oh, it's right here. Maybe. Do these do anything? Can I interact with you? I can. What does that do? I don't think it does anything. I don't know if I do this. I don't know if that does anything. Anyways, sorry, squirrel. Let's go back into where there's actually light. And you can see me. Yeah, that was Wednesday. So Thursday was finally actually convention time! Well, 5 o'clock anyways. Because before 5 o'clock, it was pre-convention time. Or what everyone else is calling it, LineCon 1. I was a sponsor because I wanted a shirt. And if you're a sponsor, you just kind of get the shirt rather than having to buy it separately. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It was neat. I got a shirt, and also my line was only 15 minutes long, as compared to the regular line, which was hours upon hours upon hours long. The later in the day it got, the longer it got. Like, initially in the morning, it was just like 2 hours, and then it got to like 4, 6, etc., etc. It got long. It wrapped around the building twice, basically. They had to close registration 3 hours early, so they could get through everyone who was in line. Last year was easier because there was smoke, and no one just wanted to go. And I had masks, so I was fine, and like I was out in smoke for like 20 minutes, and then they opened it early, and let everyone... Oh yeah, they opened registration early. And they still, like... They got extra people to volunteer to, like, help pass out the badges, and, people were not pleased. They even made the news. Yeah, that was LineCon 1. Then there was opening ceremonies, which I didn't feel like going to. I think I'll go to it next year. And I just kind of didn't. Like, this time I focused more on people rather than panels. Like last year, I definitely focused on the panels, but this year I focused on people. It was nice. I was able to hang out, have some great food. But yeah, LineCon. Yeah, I was going with a friend to meet another friend at a different hotel. So we got on the shuttle to go to the hotel, and that's where I met Bus Mom. Bus Mom has been doing Anthrocon for, she said, 5 years, 3 years. She's done it for a few years. And she always lets the first students on first, and then she lets everyone else on. She has a tiara, she accepts plushies as gifts, and she also nearly ran over 2 people because they were jaywalking, and legally she was in the right, I guess. She did not hit them, but I'm pretty sure she would have if they did not move up fast enough. She was great. Great time. I heard on Saturday, I think it was, she was the last bus that was operating, and she drove every single line. I'll bring up a picture of all the bus lines. She drove to every single hotel to drop off everyone. Like, picked up the last people and drove them to the hotel at, like, I don't know, what, 2, 3 in the morning? I think the shuttles ended at 2 in the morning. So, yeah, she is fantastic. Anyways, back to Thursday. It was 4th of July, so, you know, fireworks. There's a storm coming. We think it'll be fine, it'll probably be fine, and then, like, 20 minutes before the fireworks are supposed to start, torrential downpour. I don't mean a Pittsburgh downpour, I mean a true-on Florida downpour. I was kind of hoping they'd cancel it and just do it the following day, but they didn't, which was unfortunate because the rooftop where I was planning on going to, like, watch it, it was over in, like, some park, like, half a mile away. I didn't want to be there. I wanted to, like, be on the rooftop up top and high and seeing it. They just launched it, but the DLCC had closed the rooftop for safety, so, like, I understand why. I'm like, oh, it would have been beautiful up there, and I had a badge because I was allowed to do it. Yeah, if you go next year, get your badge early. Maybe you can do sponsor. I went to, yeah, after the fireworks, the fireworks were like 9:30. There's actually a panel at 10. And it was a cat panel. I went to the cat panel, where we talked about the lives of laser pointers. Where it was just a lot of meowing. A lot of meowing. Oh yeah, and before the panel started, there were a bunch of cats around a table batting an Oshawott plush. It was funny. It was cute. There were 3 cat panels, and I went to all 3. Because, you know, cat superiority, yada yada, etc. And that was Thursday. Then Friday, I believe Dealer's Den started a day early as well. In any case, Friday was the start of LineCon 2. 2. Right. 2. There you go. Again, I was sponsored, so I actually got to go in earlier, and I was on a mission to find a friends for Scrambles, one of my friends, Vaporeon, that he got last year. And I actually ended up finding the same artist who made Scrambles, made a Sylveon and a Flareon. I got the Sylveon's name, but the Flareon wasn't technically named, Scorched. Yeah, his name was Scorched. I don't know. In any case, there wasn't too much Absol stuff at LineCon. I saw Brother Plier, you know, Thomas Fishbach. I saw him at his artist table. He had a line that was lined against the wall. So they planned him better. In any case, LineCon 2 wasn't as bad as LineCon 1 because, you know, everyone was inside. So didn't have anyone passing out that time, at least. Oh, it was Chard. It wasn't Scorched, it was Chard. Flareon's name is Chard. Anyways, after perusing the dealers, then I went to hang out with Spanner, the face-tracking Protogen. I stream with him often. He's in my videos often. Went to the Protogen meetup, where I saw a wheel of cheese. A big, expensive wheel of cheese. Spanner picked me up so I could take a picture of the wheel of cheese from above. As best I could, anyways. Then after that was the Pokemon meetup. It was one of the big reasons I wanted to go, because, you know, Absol's favorite Pokemon, I mean, a bunch of Pokefurs there. There are, like, so many fursuits. I really want one of my Absol. I might have one next year. Maybe, maybe not. I have to find someone, and they're expensive, and I kind of want to get a new computer, so I might have a new computer first. But yeah, it was great. They gave us the spot next to the dealer's den. There was a big wall there, so, you know, it separated the meetup from the dealer's den. Because last year, we had so little space. This time we had all of the space, and it was great and fantastic. We got a massive picture of all the Pokefurs, and then someone came in with a giant Wailord plush. They live in Germany. They got it delivered to their friend here in the States, picked it up from their friend in the States, and then they had to find some way to get back to Germany. I do not know how they got it back to Germany. I don't know if they did. I won't know the answer to that question, unfortunately. Unless I see them next year, in which case I'll ask them. And then that was Friday. That was all of Friday. Saturday, everything I wanted to go to was over, so I took the opportunity to have food. I went to Bill's. I had a burger, and I had an expensive milkshake. My milkshake was supposed to have cotton candy on it. They forgot the cotton candy, and I only drank half of it. I'm definitely going to get a different milkshake next time. The burger, however, that was one of the best burgers I've ever had. I want to say, it tasted so... I don't know how to describe it. Just encapsulated burger. It was perfect burger flavor. It tasted like a burger. It just felt like a burger. It hit all of the checks for a burger. After that, I went to a chicken place. I was supposed to go to Kaya's, but there was a meet I wanted to go to, and the wait would have been too long for that. So we went a little further and went to Coupe d'Iville with some pretty good chicken, some pretty good mac and cheese as far as it goes. It was a pimento mac and cheese. I'm actually quite a fan of that. I do like it. And the chicken was very microwavable or reheatable. It like, you know how you get some chicken tenders and like it's all dry and like you try reheating it, it's just bleh. This chicken, it tasted like it was refried. I don't know, maybe they just had a ton of fryer oil on it, so it just tasted fried. Because like there was so much in there that when I reheated it just refried itself. I don't know. But it tasted good. Kinda wanna go back there again. I got a non-alcoholic beverage. Whoops, I am moving the camera thing. I hope I didn't click anything. Can I move the camera? No, but can you? Oh, you can see the laser. Ooh. Sorry. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Coupe d'Iville. I got the Orange Dream. What was it called? Orange Dream? I just saw it. Yeah, oh yeah, it was called the Orange Dream. It was like orange juice and vanilla. So it was alright. And it was non-alcoholic because I didn't want... It wasn't limited alcohol. I didn't want to walk back with alcohol. But yeah, I don't think I could have walked back with alcohol. Because again, we were on a time crunch, so we had to leave. So I got a non-alcoholic beverage, and the bartender looked at me funny when I asked to take it to go. I think she thought I said an alcoholic beverage at first, and then she remembered it was non-alcoholic, so it was fine. But I digress. So I go back. People were pushing around a giant pillow thing.
First half, ball. Do the heat again. You are grabbing up, okay? You're not one more person now. Don't break, stop, please.
And almost broke some of the lights. Yeah, fun meet. Saw a bunch of more friends there. Took a picture with a bunch of more friends. And then... Did I go to Canado's that day? Okay, yes. Okay, so... Went to Bill's. Went to... Because I was going to go to another meetup, but I didn't go to that meetup panel. Then I went to Coupe d'Iville. And then I went to that meetup. And then we went to Condado's, where I got the... Was it Blue Dream? No, I write it down in the post. It was like the Ranch Dream or Blue Dream. I don't think my Oculus picks it up. I don't know if the Oculus picks up when I take that away. I don't know how close the microphone is. Yeah, that's right. Went to Condado's for dinner. Really good. I had like a late... So I had breakfast at the hotel, and I had Bill's was like an early breakfast. And I had Coupe d'Iville was the early lunch, and I had the late lunch, early dinner. And then I had an actual dinner at Condado's. No. Yes? No, sorry. Meetup was on Friday. I forgot about it. That's when I went to Coupe d'Iville, was on Friday. And then Saturday I had just Bill's and Condado's. That's right, went to Condado's, had 3 of the ranch tacos there. Again, the hard taco was wrapped in soft taco, made eating the taco wonderful. You didn't make a mess because you had the soft taco to catch everything. Again, also had my agave sweet tea. Don't put lemon in it. I forgot that you shouldn't put lemon in it because that makes it taste not as good. There was Shrek in a window at the hotel across the way. I have a picture of it. I went back to my hotel room, but a bunch of my friends went to Kaya's because I like the honey mustard there, and they got me a sandwich and fries. And the fries actually tasted pretty good, even if they were reheated. Yeah, I had that for lunch on Sunday. Wait, back to Saturday. After they got back, we had the VR portal. I have a couple of pictures. I kind of hung around initially for a little bit, but then it got very peoply there. I don't know, but yeah, there were a lot of people there, so I left early. Even though it was across the way, at like 11:45, I peeked over again. It was still very peoply, so I did not stay for the picture, unfortunately. I wish I did, but I didn't. And then I crashed, again. Didn't go to any raves, it was annoying, because I was just too exhausted. And also, at one point on Saturday, I ended up using up all the high-speed data. On July 5th, 6th, I don't know, early in the month, I used up all the high-speed data. Anyways, Sunday. Things are going down because it is nearing the end. The closing ceremony will be at 5. I went to 2 cat meetups. The first one was a big cat meetup that was kind of uneventful, unfortunately. We just kind of took a little picture and didn't do much. The second one was another just general cat meetup. We played Kahoot of all things, and they had a prize for the player who won. I was with 2 of my other friends. One of my friends named himself SussyBoy69, and he ended up winning. It was funny. Yeah, it was fun playing Kahoots again. They actually had to like buy a premium version because there were so many people there. I guess the free version only left like 25 people. They had 116, I think? 126? I don't know. They had a decent number. Yeah, I went to that cat meetup, saw some pictures of cats, and then I went back to my room to have lunch because I wanted to go to the closing ceremonies. I kind of wish I didn't because there was a big Pokemon photo shoot on the rooftop. I didn't go on the rooftop at all this year. Yeah, it looked like it was a lot of fun. Oh well. I still had nice food, still had a great time. So we go to the closing ceremonies, and it went as it does. They talk about, how many people were there. 17,639. 4,000 more than last year. At one point, oh my gosh, I totally forgot. Saturday was our fursuit parade. Because remember, I was going to mention how many fursuits in the parade. It was 3,371. But yeah, the fursuit parade was on Saturday. It was mid-Saturday, between when I went to Bill's and when I went to Condado's. Yeah, I watched it, saw a bunch of Pokemon go through, saw a bunch of other fursuiters go through, saw a couple of my friends go through. Yeah, that was midday Saturday. Then, anyways, back to Sunday, back to the closing ceremonies. The charity of the year was the Grey Paws Sanctuary. They raised $91,000, so the guy was pushing to get over 100,000. So the rest of the closing ceremonies, there were people getting donations, and once they went through the entire ballroom, they went to count it. And the closing ceremonies continues going on. Uncle Kage is talking in his chair when the charity head guy, he runs on stage, yanks the microphone away from Uncle Kage, and says something along the lines of, "I just got back from counting. We just need another 5,000 or 500. Was that 5,000 or 5? I think it was only like 500. It was 5 something. Like, we only need X amount of money left to make 100,000. I am a big fat man. I don't like running, and I just ran here. So let's get the money." So like a bunch of people just kind of basically stormed the stage, and they ended up raising over $100,000 for the charity in a weekend. That was fun. Yeah, closing ceremony was closing ceremonies too. They talked about what was next year. The next year's theme is Deep Sea Dive. They gave us a date. I need to start planning already. Yeah. Oh, also something fun. Sunday, mid-morning Sunday, I get a text message from Southwest saying that they refunded my early bird thing. I was like, that's interesting. Why? And I went to go check, and my flight home was cancelled. So now I am panicking a little bit. My flight is the next day, so it's like not day of, luckily. And I go and check my options. I can either leave at 10 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock at night. I'm not leaving at 10 in the morning. That's just depressing. I won't be able to say bye to everyone. I have to rush out. So I go for the 9 o'clock one. We have that big hurricane that's just rolling through Texas. That's just sending waves of storm everywhere in the southeast. Turns out that's why my flight was canceled, because of the weather. Anyways, my 9 o'clock flight is delayed to 10:40. We boarded at 10:40, and we're about ready to go when we don't. And the pilot comes on like, hey, we have a light that came on. We have to go check the light now. It shouldn't be too long, but it might be upwards of 40 minutes. Turns out some engine thing, like the engine was stuck in the forward position, which is like the braking position, and they couldn't get it to go back. They got it back at like, 20-30 minutes. But anyways, ultimately, we finally like actually take off, like we pull away from the thing and go onto the runway and like depart at 11:40. So basically, I end up landing at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, but the flight back was actually really smooth. It was one of the best flights I've ever had. I ended up meeting up with someone who was actually taking the same flight, who I, was acquainted with, so I hung out with them for like 4 hours. Of course, I went, I Ubered there with a couple of my roommates. Scrambles was searched by TSA again, as he always is. He's a heavy boy. Yeah, I hung out with some friends, and then they took off on their planes. And then hung out with some other friends, they took off on their planes, and then at 8:55, I decided to get food, only to find out that the place is closed at 9. So I had Auntie Anne's. I had a pretzel to hold me over after I had a chicken sandwich at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. At least I ate all the snacks that they gave me, though, on the plane. I should have more. Oh well. Lessons learned from next time. Yeah, that was Anthrocon 2024. Again, the flight back was great. I did carry on, so I was able to just I got my stuff and I walked out and all was good. Stood by my friend, got picked up by my brother-in-law, drove to his house with my older sister, and I crashed on their place like I crashed the night before for the flight out. That was Anthrocon 2024. My experience. Plan on going next year. It gets easier every time you do it. I'm going to take melatonin so I can hopefully go to at least one of the raves. Even just step in, sit there for like 10 minutes and be like, yep, good enough, and then leave. I just want to do it. I want to experience it. I want to experience more. There's so much to do. There's so much good food to have again and again and again. And yeah. Y'all should come to Anthrocon 2025 next year, because I know I'm going. See you there. Thanks for watching. Bye. I don't have it in Resonate, do I? I have it in VR chat. When was the last thing I had in here? Yeah, I don't. I have a few of those. Oh, I have a regular one. And I have a not regular one. Anyways. Squirrel, again, sorry.